Welcome to my not so productive week. I mean, you guys, I'm done. I'm tired of being quote unquote productive, you know? I feel like I used to give myself so much pressure, like I have to do so many things, but I've come to realize my understanding of what it means to be productive has completely changed. And as you can see here, we've just come from church and we're at the supermarket. We're doing our weekly shopping. And for me, one thing I used to really completely misunderstand when it comes to like preparing myself for a productive week ahead is I used to give myself like so many things that must be done. For some reason, let me know if you feel this. I used to feel that to be productive means to do so many things. I mean, you've probably seen those videos where moms do like 20 things on Sunday to set themselves up for success. And yes, I used to be one of those people, but let me tell you, I cannot keep up with that anymore. And I don't feel that I need to, honestly. So let me just share with you my new approach to what it means to be productive. And let me tell you, you're gonna love how this video ends because the tricks and the tips that I have learned have made my life so much easier. I am so much more relaxed while still getting a lot done, but not feeling the pressure. So let me show you. As a busy working mom with 4 amazing kids, I have a list of things that need to be done to prepare us for the week to run well, okay? There is the shopping that needs to be done at the beginning of the week. And then there is the preparing, the planning. What are we going to eat? You know, how is the week going to run? What are people going to wear? How is it doing with the laundry and everything? What I used to do before is I used to want to cross off like 100 small tasks. You know, like I did this. I used to have such a long to-do list while not addressing the big ones that matter the most, you know? So I was like equating busyness with being productive. And that is such a lie, let me tell you. So for me on this day, it's Sunday. And my main thing today is just to do the shopping. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm going to do today. And I feel, in my opinion, that is enough. That's a main thing, okay? Let me know, like, which day do you do your weekly shopping? Or do you do like a monthly shopping? I know that people who do like a full month's worth of shopping. Please teach me your ways, because for some reason, we somehow end up to need to buy some things every week. How do you do it? Thankfully for me, because of having a shift job, I'm able to be off like on Sunday and on Monday. But I feel like for anyone else who would this would be like a normal weekend for them, like Saturday and Sunday. It's just that me now, mine happens to be Sunday and Monday. So anyway, one thing I've decided to do before I go to sleep, despite saying that I'm only doing shopping today, I think I'm going to soak the beans because tomorrow I need to cook the meals of the week. So today, the other thing that we are also having done in our house is we had the gardener come and fix up the side of our house, like in our yard. There's this strip of land. Initially, when we moved here, my plan was to have a kitchen garden, but because of the trees that we found planted there, sadly, nothing can go there, nothing of value. So we are hoping to sort of like extend our lawn to that area. We're going to see how it goes, okay? And as that continues, I am starting to make some type of freezer meal. Initially, my plan was to make just for the week because we have ran out. You guys, I cannot tell you how many times I keep coming here and saying we've run out of freezer meals. We eat a lot. With 4 kids who are all homeschooled, we eat a lot. Let me tell you guys. So the plan is to make 1 mix worth of meals, but I've realized the beans that I've soaked and boiled and everything else that I have bought, if I can just push this a little bit, I feel like we'll have enough to last us like at least 2 weeks, if not 3 weeks, which yay, for me, I'm all for that. And the thing that I've noticed, and I've shared with you guys this before, is that I've changed the way I used to do my freezer meals. That's another thing that I used to really give myself so much pressure on. When it comes to productivity, like I used to make meals for like a month or 6 weeks. And some days I will do that, but I don't try to do them all like at once, like make it such a big deal. Sometimes I would literally go shopping the same day and then come and cook the same day. I would be on my feet for at least 18 hours. It was chaotic. So I've changed that, man. And speaking of which, another thing is doing everything for my kids. I don't do that anymore. No. Like, this is our last one, and he's very much able to make his own snacks, which has completely released me to be able to do other things. I mean, I love these guys. I'll do anything for them, but also they are also growing up, and yeah, they are starting to pick up here and there, and I love it. Another mistake I used to make when it comes to productivity and how I view being productive in my life. I mean, this is not the biggest mistake. The biggest mistake is still coming, and I think you just wait and you will be surprised. But for me, another mistake I used to make is just sort of believing. I didn't know that I believed this until I actually sat and thought about it. That rest is equal to laziness. Like, for some reason, like, I would say, yeah, it's important to rest. But with my actions, I would be like, no, I can't rest until I've done this. I can't rest until I've... So it was like in my mind, I was like, if I'm resting, like, I should only rest when everything has been accomplished. And if everything has not been accomplished, then I'm being lazy. Like, how can I be seated when everything has not been done? And let me tell you, what a lie. Because now I know that when I prioritize rest, I'm actually able to do more. You guys, I am so protective of my rest. I'm making sure I sleep 7 to 8 hours a day, and sometimes, yes, it's broken up into like 5 hours here because I'm a shift worker, and then during the day I'll take a nap of like 2 to 3 hours. But you guys, I've found that I am happier, I am more patient, and yes, I am more productive when I have rested. So yeah, it's all about the balancing, and I'm really happy about that. Now, this is how you know which area or which section of this country I come from, because my beef stew will almost always have potatoes. And I've had people question me on this. Especially guys from the western part of Kenya, they're always like, why do you people put so many things in your beef? Like, why do you put potatoes, you put peas, you put vegetables? I'm like, it's in our DNA. What do you want me to say? Like, it's who we are. We want the meat to be potato-y, and we also want to stretch it. But how delicious does it look? I'm so grateful that the rains are here with us now, because our new grass has a higher chance of surviving. And yes, we do have to add red soil to our regular soil, because this soil is so not good for growing anything. So we have to also buy red soil. I'm really hoping the grass catches on. So fingers crossed. So anyway, one thing that really helps the week to run well for me is, of course, preparing my meals in advance. You guys know how I am very passionate about making meals in advance. But then again, here's another trick. Like, you don't have to cook all your meals all the way through to feel like you're being productive. Sometimes you can just meal prep, like buy the ingredients and chop them up, so that when you come from work, you're just doing the frying and the cooking. Or you can literally have your house help cook your meals. Nobody said you have to cook everything. I know I'm preaching to myself when I say this, but it is true. And if you don't prefer cooking everything, that is okay. Imagine you are still being productive. So I have made the beans, yes, and I have made beef stew. So the next thing I'm making is githeri. Now, every time I tell the kids I'm making githeri, they just groan. They're like, oh my goodness, no. My kids don't like githeri, let me tell you. And I don't blame them, because when we were growing up, I did not like githeri either. But now I can't get enough of it, you know? So, and what I do to sort of make the githeri more palatable for them, like I add so many things. Like, it's not just the maize and beans type of situation. I will add vegetables, as you have seen, potatoes and carrots and courgettes. And then I add peas. And then I add roasted peanuts. And this adds such a nice crunch. Guys, don't knock it till you try it, okay? Just look at how delicious this githeri looks like. Look at it. Look at it. Yes. So I know it's still going to be a fight around the dining table, but they will eat it and they will like it. So the other thing I want to make is chicken masala. I make this when I'm in a rush, like when I need to cook a meal very quickly, and a quick chicken dish, and I don't have time. This is a no-brainer. It works. Everybody loves it. It tastes like you spent hours making this chicken, but obviously you didn't. But the first thing to do is to wash the chicken. Yes, I think here we have already established that we wash our chicken. Yes. And after washing the chicken, I am going to scrub-a-dub-dub my sink and everything around it. So let us not worry about that. All salmonella will be dead by then. And my sink is going to be shiny because I'm going to use Barkeeper's friend. So yeah, first we wash the chicken. And actually, this reminds me of a conversation we were having with guys at work the other day about how things change when we grow up. Okay, for instance, when I was growing up in Central, in the mountains, the thing we used to eat most was githeri. And yeah, guys in the western side of the country, what they used to eat most is ugali and fish and all that, mostly ugali. Now, what we've come to realize is that when we are grown up, now I like githeri, I like mokimo. I mean, yeah, I like them. Yes, it's fine. But I love ugali so much. Like, it's my most favorite meal to eat right now. And I was talking to some of my friends from Western, and they were like, it's the complete opposite for them. They grew up eating ugali. They love mokimo so much and githeri because they didn't grow up eating it. And so it's so weird how things turn. Like, as we grow up, we just really, really change. And I think it's amazing because now you get to appreciate other things from other sides of the country, and it's awesome. Let me know if you have noticed this about your life. Imagine I used to tie my productivity to my self-worth. If you can believe that, I used to feel that if I am a good mom only when I have done everything, only when all my boxes have been checked and everything has been accomplished. Like, what a lie, you know? Like, I used to give myself so much pressure, and you would think this is bad, but the worst is coming. Like, what a complete confusion of what being productive means. So yeah, here my main goal for today, honestly, is just to cook like 4 or 5 dishes made very simply. That's it. I'm not giving myself so much pressure, and if I don't finish, that's fine. That has nothing to do with my self-worth as a mom. So I'm all about being gracious with myself now when it comes to being productive, and it's really working. Like, I'm in a much happier place mentally. Okay, so how delicious does this chicken look? It looks like I've worked on it for hours, like I've been marinating it for 24 hours and then put what and what. It's so easy, it's so delicious. Let me know what you would serve it with. Have you guys seen these new types of dengu or dal, lentils, in the market? I've found them to be interesting. They're quite different. They're bigger. Our house help, who comes from Western, was telling me that they're very common there. I found them to be sort of like very different from the round ones that I'm used to. These ones are longer, but I'm excited about them because it's something different. When it comes to lentils, I'm always a bit disappointed at how much we don't have variety. So when I find something new that we're not used to, I will be like the first one to say, okay, let me try this. Let me know if you have tried these dengus. Let me know and what you felt about them. The thing is, I'm just so keen on us having as much vegetarian meals and dishes as we have the meat dishes. It's just good for our guts, good for our bodies, good for everything. The fiber is phenomenal. I mean, so not only am I preparing my meals and my kitchen for the week, but even our yard is going to be ready for the week. And that is amazing. It's a great way to just start the week. Now, are you ready for the biggest like lie I believed when it comes to productivity? Because I don't know how many of you guys have experienced the same, but let me tell you, the thing that I used to completely mess up when it comes to being productive, or let me say feeling productive and like I'm doing the right things, is literally like comparing myself with other moms who seem to like do it all and feeling that I'm falling short. let me tell you, the worst thing about this thing is that no matter how much you're actually doing, there's always someone who's doing more, and there's always someone who's doing better, and there will always be that lie of, oh my goodness, you know that so person is doing so much, and oh my goodness, what am I doing? That has nothing to do with it. And let me tell you guys, I have stopped. Like, I am not comparing myself with nothing, with nobody. I am just living my life for me, doing what God has called me to do for my people, and resting, and just doing a few things here and there. The main things, keeping the main thing. And one is just making sure I have enough food for the week, the next 2 weeks, hopefully. And so the thing is to go on with life, doing what we need to do, yes, but not giving ourselves too much pressure. I'm happy with what we have managed to do, the meals we have managed to cook today. I've even started making yogurt, as you have seen, and it's going to be ready by tomorrow. That's basically what I'm doing. And enjoy resting, enjoy being with my family, enjoy just spending time with them, sharing a meal, bonding, and be peaceful. Most importantly, be gracious to myself, because this life no balance, okay? If you'd like to see more videos on how I'll make freezer meals, check this video over here, especially breakfast ones, because I feel it's a nice way to start the day. And I will see you over there. Bye.